Hello so guys, today I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and use the DNS code on the PS5 or how you can go ahead and change your DNS code on the PS5. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to go over to settings. On settings, you want to go over to network and keep watching guys. I'm going to give you some good DNS codes that you can also fill in so you can get better internet connection. So once you go to settings on network, you want to go for to set up internet connection, and on here you want to choose the internet connection that you're using right now. So I am using this internet connection. So what you want to do is you just want to go ahead and you want to click on options. So if you click on X, it's gonna pop up like this. You want to click on options and you want to go over to advanced settings. So once you do that, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to here, and you want to go ahead and change the DNS settings to manual. So it will be on automatic. You just want to get it to manual, and now you can edit your primary DNS and secondary DNS. So like you see, I am using this DNS code over here. It's a pretty good DNS code. I'm also gonna give you other DNS codes that also might work great for you. So the other DNS codes that I'm gonna give for you is this. And this is from Google. So a DNS code is always safe to use. There's like nothing to worry about. So I think I did something wrong here. Yes. So this is the DNS codes. Here we go. And now you can click on OK and test your internet connection. So that's also what I explained, guys. Once you're done, click on OK and go ahead and test your internet connection and see how much of a speed difference that you have. So for example, let's go over here and you want to test your internet connection and see how much is changed. So let's just see. But if it's going to take that long, I'm just not going to. But let's just see for me right now. And by the way guys, if you please could like and subscribe, thank you so much. And also guys, comment down below which DNS code is the best for you. Or you can also comment down below, when did you get your PS5? So it's, yeah, like I said guys, it's going to take a long time now. So like I said guys, what you want to do is I'm going to give actually more DNS codes that you can test out later on. So 46 megabits a second or Mbps is pretty great actually for internet speeds, downloads, and yeah, so that's pretty good. If you have something like under 10 Mbps, that is pretty slow actually, so your downloads might take even longer than that. So let's just wait for the upload speed, and here we go. So I'm not going to test my internet connection again because it's going to be taking a long time. So let's go ahead and use the next DNS code. I'm going to show you the next one. So click on options, advanced settings, and let's go over to the next one. So the next one is 9.9, and this is from quad 9. So let's fill it in. 112, 112, 112. Here we go. And this is the next DNS codes that you can use. So if you click on OK, it will just test your internet connection, and let me double check. Okay, it's right. So this is the DNS code. So what you want to now do is just fill it in and then test your internet connection and see if it's getting better or not. If it's not getting better, keep watching. I'm gonna also use another one. So here we go. So these are pretty fast DNS codes. Most of them work great for me. It also depends on where you live. For example, if you live in a place where some type of DNS code doesn't work great for you, you can try out other DNS codes. But my best tip would be always, like I said in my other videos, to use a Ethernet cable, because a Ethernet cable will always be better than a DNS codes. But if you don't have access to a what's it called, if you don't have access to like a wired cable, you can always go ahead and just use the DNS codes. So let's fill that in. So there's actually a difference between these. If you really look closely on this one, you can find 168, and on here it says 169, like you see. Now you can click on OK, test your internet, and now let's go to the next one. This is from alternate DNS. Let me show you. And I'm also gonna show you later in this video which DNS code that I personally use and which one that works great for me, and also for the region. And by the way guys, a DNS code is pretty much really good to use. The reason why is on GTA 5, for example, on GTA 5 sometimes what happens is I join into lobby, but there's like no one at all, and it's like glitched. I just change my lobbies. I can just not go to a public session where I can play with other players. So what I do is I sometimes go ahead and fill in like a DNS code, and that actually helps. So this was 150. All right, yep, here we go. So you can fill this one in, test internet connection, and let's go to the next one. Like I said guys, so what sometimes happens is I try to join into lobby, or I try to like play a Call of Duty game, and for some type of reason, and there's like nothing wrong with my internet connection at all, it just says that I have a problem, or I get like error codes, stuff like that. And once I use like a DNS code or change my DNS codes, it just fixes that up. And that's pretty great actually. So I'm gonna show you, I think the last DNS code, yeah. This one also works pretty great. And this is not that long. And by the way guys, do not use these. So do not use these. Use always the dots over here. So let's go ahead. Which one was it? All right, okay, I got it. I filled in something wrong. And this was 64.6. Here we go. So these will always give you like a better internet connection. I will say not always, because sometimes some DNS codes don't really work great for you. And like I said guys, it more depends on the place where you're living at. So this is the last DNS code that I want to show that also works pretty great. And this is from VeriSign. So the DNS code that I personally use the most is from Google and Cloudflare. So it's this DNS code that I think I showed you earlier in this video. Yeah, I actually did. So this DNS code is from Google, and this works the best for me. And also another DNS code that works great is 1.1.1. Here we go. This one also works pretty great for me. So you can also try these ones out. And I live in Europe, so for European watchers right now, you can try this DNS code out. Just give it a try. It also matters a bit like where you at in Europe right now. And for the Americans, this also works pretty great actually. Or the Google DNS code also works pretty great for the Americans. And for the other parts of the world, what I heard was the best one is VeriSign. So this DNS code that I showed you earlier on. Let me double check. All right, okay. Was it 65? No, it was 64, all right. And this one was 65. Like there's always like one number difference, and that's the thing that gets me confused. And then yeah. So this one also works pretty great for me, and I heard also from some viewers on my channel that this also works great in Asian countries. And in Africa and South America, I don't really know on these countries, but you can try them out and leave it in the comments down below if you think these also work pretty great there. And yeah, that's basically it. But like I said, guys, let me go back. The best thing what you can always use is a wired LAN cable, and the reason why is it will be always directly connected with your router and your PS5, and that's the best option. If you don't have that option, if you have Wi-Fi like me, and if you have something like 2.4 and 5.0, so like you see on here, what I suggest you guys to do is always connect with 5.0. The reason why is this is always faster than 2.4, unless guys, if your PS5 is in a really long distance. So let's just say that your router is all the way in like a whole other room or a part in your house, and your PS5 is like just really far away from your router, then I suggest you guys to connect it with 2.4. But if your PS5 is really close to your router, I suggest you to connect with a 5.0, because this frequency is a lot better, so the connection is a lot better too. But this is more for something like a long distance. But if your PS5 is like really close to your router, still just connect with your wired LAN cable or Ethernet cable. Is still going to give you a lot more benefits, and one of the benefits is fixing errors. So on the PS4, for example, there were a lot of problems that I had, a lot of problems actually, and how I fixed them was pretty easy. I just connected the Ethernet cable, and all the Wi-Fi, internet, and lag problems were just gone, and that was how simple it was. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is how you can change your DNS codes on the PS5 or the PlayStation 5, and how you can use DNS codes on the PlayStation 5. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and take care.